Thank you, Babaji. If you'd like to speak with Babaji directly, you can let me know in the chat, and you can also send me a question or a comment, and I will relay it to Baba. And Baba, there was a request to, if you could just explain the Anulom Vilom Pranayam again.
Sienna, are you here? You can just come on audio, Sienna, if you are available. Well.
Babaji.
There you are. Sienna will teach you what Anulom Vilom is.
Do you want me to teach you now?
Yeah, right now.
Okay, so alternate nostril breath. How I usually do it is I start on the left, like Babaji said, and I start by inhaling through the left. And then at the top of the inhale, I exhale through the right. And then I inhale through the right, and then I exhale through the left.
And how do you do that? You put your hand somewhere, some mudras, anything?
So I take the thumb and the ring finger in Vishnu's mudra, thumb to the right nostril, ring finger to the left. So inhaling through the left, block the right nostril with your thumb. And then when you go over to the right, you block the left nostril with your ring finger. And the other two fingers are tucked in. Most people will start to lift their shoulder and have tension there. So it's important to drop the shoulder, tuck the elbow in, and keep your face pointing straight ahead so you don't create any neck tension. To me, I actually usually, and I don't know what you would suggest, Baba, but I usually focus on the third eye here, the place of the guru, because the nadis will come up and stimulate that area. What do you recommend?
That's what I recommend.
Yeah. To me, it feels very natural to do that during that practice. Nice to see you, Babaji.
Nice to see you, Sienna, and thank you for this. Sienna leads many classes on Zoom and in her studio in Marin about breathing and different kinds of yoga practices. So if you want to know more, seek her out. What is the name of your yoga studio, Sienna?
Yoga and Wellness in San Anselmo, and I do online and in person. So I do a combination. And I also have a 6-week breathing course that I do. That's a self-paced breathing course. And then I also offer with that course a one-on-one session to tailor the breathing exercises towards the person, because I feel like that's really important to do. Everyone is different, and some people have conditions that need to be considered. But I think the Nadi Shodhana, that alternate nostril breathing, is good for almost everyone. So I appreciate that you offered that to everyone. It's a very good universal breathing technique. And thank you. Nice to see everybody.
Baba, there are a couple of questions. One is, we all hear a lot about karma. What is karma, and how to know what is good and bad? For example, I work for a company and they indulge in bad things. Will I then indirectly get that bad karma?
In my opinion, no. You just do the job that's assigned for you to do, and then come back home. I wouldn't say go like that, looking at is that creating bad karma. If you don't hurt somebody, directly through your words, through your actions, I think that's enough. So always just pay attention to you, what you are doing and how the person in front of you is being affected by it. Just pay attention to that. That's enough. Otherwise, there is no end to finding somewhere that you are part of a bad karma. If you walk on the ground, you are doing a bad karma. You may step over an ant and kill it. So we have to be human. We are in this human body and it has its own limitations. So while engaging in the world, we don't need to be thinking too much. Always have wish others well and come from that place in your heart. Sometimes you come from that place in your heart, do the right thing, still somebody gets hurt. What can you do? So as long as you are coming from the right place in your heart, doing the right action, that's all. And I wouldn't go too much into it. Everybody's quiet. Looks like that was not the right answer.
I think it was pretty good, Babaji. There's just a couple more questions. Is bathing before practice important?
Bathing is a part of purification. So the more we purify ourselves, it's helpful. So bathing, taking a shower is really just rejuvenates your body and washes off all the stagnation, the laziness, all that. So it helps. In Aghor, we don't put too much emphasis on it. Purity of the heart, that's what is important. But taking a shower helps. It puts you in that mood that, yes, I'm going to do something different now. Taking a shower, putting on a different clean clothes. So your preparation, it's a part of the ritual to prepare you to be more present. So in that way, it's helpful. But if you have not been able to do that, let it not stop you from doing your puja and other things.
Thank you, Babaji. How does one prepare to receive a mantra?
First, ask yourself, are you ready to start something new in your life to honor the work you came here to do? And know that after receiving a mantra is something, you receive one thing that's with you for life. Your mantra that your guru gives you, you receive it with that this thing will be the last thing on my breath when I'm leaving this body. Are you ready to have that thing in your life? Mantra is, nowadays there are all kinds of people giving out mantras in seminars and Google Zooms and this and that. That's not mantra. Mantra is received, it's a transference from the Guru in person. So how do I prepare? First prepare that you are ready to bring something new in your life that's going to be your friend, mantra, mitra. This friend is going to hold your hand no matter where you are, what situation you are in. You have to then approach the Guru. Guru is someone that you know, that you resonate with, who has time for you, who is accessible to you. It's a so when the Guru gives you the mantra, Guru also gives you a promise that I will be there for you if you reach out. So first ask yourself, are you ready? And then reach out. If you want to receive the mantra from me and the ashram, it's very important to receive it in person, because that's one thing that's part of our lineage tradition. It's not, it has never been given over Zoom, but maybe in those days there was no Zoom, so I'm toiling with this whole idea. But my inner self still says, no, I have to stick to the lineage.
Thank you, Babaji. There's one last question. If 2 days of Navaratri fall on the same day, then how much jop do we need to do?
If 2 days fall on the same day, actually sometimes we don't pay that much attention to it, as long as you finish your prescribed number within the Navratri days. That's what matters. So I wouldn't go too much in the detail of when the tithi is changing. But if you want to, then if you know how to look into the Panchang, the astrological calendars, there they give the beginning and ending of the tithi, and you can look at that way. Just do your prescribed jap during the tithi timing. If you really can't find out, reach out, send an email or something, and I will help you out.
That's all the questions, Babaji.
What date is today? Today is 12. Yeah, so you still have 8-9 days to prepare yourself for Navaratri. Start asking what can you do to clear your plate a little bit, and we'll have a Zoom satsang for those who have received the mantra, and we can talk about more in details what you want to do. But those who don't have it, please know that it's not about having a mantra or not, it's more about your presence to yourself and how you want to honor yourself during those 9 days. Thank you all very much. And I'm available to answer anybody's questions. If you want one-on-one before Navaratri, just reach out and we'll set up a little Zoom or meet or something. So don't hesitate. It's nice to be back. It's getting a little warm in Varanasi. It's getting warm there and it's cold here and rainy, so that's life. Thank you all. The camera needs to be stopped. The camera needs to be stopped.